got Easter coming up, and this is 2 pounds of challah dough. And what we're gonna do is you divide it somewhere around 2/3 of it is gonna be the body, about 1/3 head. The head's a little smaller than the body, right? That's how, or the butt, I should say. That's how we all want it in life. So here is about 2/3 here. And we don't measure this. And then I get my ears on this out of here because if you flip it over, it's got a natural kind of ear look to it. And then I'll get one out of here. And then here is, I'm just gonna round this up so that it'll be more of my body. It's kind of like an oblong shape to it. And then I'm going to, this is gonna be my head. I might take off a little bit and make a tail out of that. And then you just round the head. We've worked this dough. We actually made bunnies and then we came back, so it's a little stiffer dough. And if you ever find when you're trying to work with dough that it gets harder on you and it's harder to manipulate, just let it relax a little bit and it'll soften back up. It'll proof a little bit and it's easier to manipulate. Okay, so there's my bunny head. And now I'm ready to apply my ears. So I get them about consistent. And they're pretty dang big ears, right? So that's the indication of a bunny. And you just really need to seal the seam here because it is going to come up in the oven. And then I kind of cradle my ears a little bit. And you got to have a tail, right? So the tail, you really got to smash this guy in because otherwise it'll come off. So I kind of just cradle an area for it. Just learned that one. Got an area for my tail. There we go. And then I want to add some, let's say I want to add little feet here. See how I pull it off of here? And the reason I'm pulling it off rather than trying to put a little piece of dough there, because too many times it breaks off. So got my little front paw. Like so. And anytime you're making any type of creatures, whether it be spiders, we're going to make eyes here. It's the same with the Santas as well. So that looks like a nice eyes, right? Looks pretty normal. But the problem is those are gonna fall off in the oven. So you gotta push it down and it looks like a bad bunny for now, but they're gonna come out in the oven and look a lot more normal. And then I grab a knife, and when you make the toes, you kind of have to go all the way cutting it, maybe a little separate, because once again, it's gonna grow in the oven. Otherwise they don't look like feet, like the toes. And we're gonna do the other side here. And then you gotta get some whiskers. And once again, you always go kind of deeper than you really want the final product because it'll grow in the oven. All right, so there is the bunny. And then here is one, this is a little bit smaller guy we made earlier. And we're gonna bake this guy. And we end up charging substantially more for these because of the shaping. It takes more labor, but anyway, it's a good little fun, little festive money maker for the business. And I gotta tell you, kids love this thing. So if you get a bunny on your table, they're gonna think it's the greatest thing. All right.